everything.
I wish things would last forever. Which reminds me, I wrote a poem for you.
Let me hear it. Spit it out.
I have it on my notes app here. Okay, here's the poem.
Okay.
So please don't make a joke out of this.
Okay.
This is absolutely serious.
I've never been more serious.
Don't bump your microphone, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, this is serious. This is about my friendship with you. Okay? 7 a.m. Waking up in the morning. Gotta be fresh. Gotta go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl. Gotta have cereal. What did I fucking say at the beginning? I'm trying to bare my soul to you, and don't laugh.
Well, listen, you just laughed.
I didn't laugh. That's crying.
Oh.
I'm crying right now.
This sounds oddly familiar.
It shouldn't. I wrote this last Thursday.
Are you sure you didn't write it from a Thursday into a Friday?
Segue.
That's where it's going to segue. All right. So if you couldn't tell from
that cold open,
that rolling cold open.
It's a cold open. That's what it's called in the comedy industry.
So I'm very serious, so I wouldn't know anything about that. But as you could tell from hopefully you can tell from this,
from the fucking title,
title of this, but also the bit we did at the beginning. Our song this week is Friday by Rebecca Black, one of the best music videos of all time. I mean, she's my sister.
Yeah. My name is Colin Black. Her name's Rebecca Black. She's my sister. My dad is Jack Black. And yeah.
That's a power family right there.
I know. And Shane Black, who directed Nice Guys and Lethal Weapon, or he wrote Lethal Weapon, is my estranged uncle.
Well, that one's oddly specific.
Yeah. I don't know many other people with the last name Black that's famous.
Except your actual family. They're famous.
Yeah, well, we're all famous.
Yeah.
I'm the most famous, I would say.
You're a director.
Yeah, I'm the director. I don't put my name out there. Jackie always wants the spotlight, and Rebecca, she had the spotlight for a second, but,
yeah,
she's still making stuff.
It's your turn now.
It's my turn to start this podcast and get one view per podcast.
No, we've been getting more than that.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
We'll manifest more.
Yeah.
So the Rebecca Black music video, which is, we consider it one of the top music videos of all time.
One of the best songs, too.
One of the best songs, one of the best music videos. It was created by Arc Music Factory and sang by Rebecca Black. It was written by Patrice Wilson and produced by, and I believe also the video was directed by Patrice Wilson. I think it was directed
by him, too, yeah.
He also is in it as a rap artist. He's a multi-talented man.
Well, what's interesting is in the music video, he's in it, but if you listen to it on the radio or if it was streamed anywhere, he's not in it.
Yeah.
That back third or however long he's in there,
yeah,
it's just not there.
And that's probably due to the legal battles that
they went through.
Because Rebecca Black, it was so good and so well received at first that she had to sue Patrice Wilson for the rights to her song. I mean, she's the artist. Taylor Swift doesn't write her songs.
Okay.
I just made so many people.
That so many people just press pause and they're never going to come back.
Everyone.
No, but that's also why. So when the video originally went up onto YouTube, within I think 2 or 3 months, because of the lawsuit, it got taken down and then re-uploaded onto Rebecca Black's channel.
Yes.
So that then she could get the revenue from that.
Yes, after all that legal battles.
After all that legal battles.
Yeah, I can't talk.
The Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother legal battle. Hold on.
Well, let's not talk about what's that guy's name?
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
But it's kind of in the same vein because this has to do with children in the music or entertainment industry.
Yeah, being exploited or doing weirdly sexual things or
to get hopefully a lot of money.
Yeah, just exploiting children. It's a good it's a good business. Nope. Capitalism really popped off when they try to exploit kids.
From the beginning, you mean?
Cameraman Joey just
Yeah, so we have Joey, Garrett, and Jordan sitting in behind us right now.
everyone clap.
So if you hear any fun laughs or anything like that, that'll definitely be from them.
It's our first studio audience.
Yeah, we should have the sound effects board where we just like
Oh, that'd
press
be fun.
certain things. Yeah,
Yeah, where it's like
yeah, and like a MIDI keyboard.
Do you okay, so me Joey and Aaron were watching a lot of Disney Channel original movies or Disney Channel shows, right?
Yeah.
And they have like stock, like they didn't shoot it actually live in front of a studio audience.
Yeah.
They had stock laugh that they put over top of everything. And there is one particular sound effect that they always use, but there's one person that has a very specific laugh. And
I've heard it.
yeah, and it sounds
Yeah.
like this. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? That one.
It was really popular in Sweet Life.
Sweet Life. Yeah, that's where we heard it mostly.
Originally,
It was
probably,
in
yeah.
iCarly. Honestly, any like
Well, iCarly is Nickelodeon, not Disney.
yeah, but like even
It's
so,
the same, yeah.
Somebody, I think it's like the Wilhelm scream of laugh tracks, where the Wilhelm scream is that laugh that's like I can't even recreate it, but it's like but like the Wilhelm scream is like it's like in like the Star Wars where they shoot the stormtrooper and it's like
You hear it in almost everything, and then with that, it automatically takes you back to a certain memory that you may have pertaining to that.
exactly.
Obviously, with us, it would probably be Psycho,
Yeah,
Alfred Hitchcock,
yeah.
because that's one of the first times it was used, I think.
I would say my formative Wilhelm scream was in the movie Psycho. Yeah, that's an original thought I just had.
Once again, let's explain what we're going to do.
Yes.
So we're going to describe the music video to you. We're going to like scrub through it as we're watching it.
Yep.
So we don't want to get copywritten or whatever.
Yeah, we don't want to be
Obviously.
copywritten up by by our principal.
By the FDA.
But
Something
yeah,
like
the
that.
FDA definitely listens to podcasts, and yeah, they're the ones who do that.
Yeah.
I swear.
So first thing we're going to do is going to do that. Then we're going to talk about what we think about it, the direction of the video, the music itself. We're also going to speak about maybe some fun facts along the way, and
Definitely some fun
eventually
facts.
rate it and
And
see what we think overall. But
yeah,
we've already
we already know what the rate is, so we don't even have to talk.
yeah,
about
we
it.
already said it's the best music video and music of all time.
But we have to like lie to the audience so like they don't know what our rating is.
yeah.
So like they're like, "Ooh, what's the rating?" So they keep listening.
Yeah, so stay tuned to the end to
You know,
figure out the rating.
Stay tuned at the end, and we'll definitely rate it not 5 stars. Okay.
So now we're
We're watching some ads on YouTube. Well, we're not gonna watch it. I'm gonna play it off in the background just to remind us.
Yeah.
But so the music video, it starts with these like a notebook, or calendar, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be.
yeah.
And it's Rebecca Black singing with like a pencil texture.
Like she was drawn in as
Yeah.
if it was like aha, take on me.
Yeah. Oh.
It's very reminiscent of that, which
No.
gives you high hopes for this music
Yeah,
video.
because Take On Me, which we haven't talked about yet, but we definitely,
will.
It is one of the greatest music videos, not if the greatest music video of all time. And Rebecca
sure.
Black Patrice Wilson wanted to, show off like, okay, here, like this is the expectation.
Yeah.
And of course they didn't do actual hand animation because why bother doing real hand animation? Because, it takes like a lot of work. You just put that like a pencil preset
Yeah.
on top of and it
It's a
works fine.
filter, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little filter you pop on Final Cut or whatever I
It's
assume
definitely Final Cut.
Patrice Wilson, if I know him and I don't, he used Final Cut.
But it wasn't at the time. It was in 2011.
Yes, was it?
Yeah, it was originally in 2011. Yeah, see right there.
Yeah, it's 2011.
it's
Okay.
2011.
Damn.
But so whatever Final Cut it was there, it was 2 editions back.
Yeah, exactly. It was an old version of Final Cut at the time.
Whatever it was, don't know which one it was, but it was definitely 2 back from there.
Yeah. So after that cold open of the ooh oh oh oh,
Yeah.
and like it flips through, then it's waking up 7 a.m. in the morning. That's the lyric.
And she's literally waking up.
which is like a perfect way to start the music video, in my opinion, because it's like waking
the day, honestly.
That's in the lyric. Like, it's just like, why perfect why mess with something that's already golden?
Yeah.
You know,
What were we saying earlier?
don't
fix
fix
what's not
the
broken.
bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is that, but like, you know, every like really good film, you know how every good film like starts with somebody waking up.
Yeah, it's a cold open. It's like bam, eyeballs.
Yeah, waking up, like it's like the perfect like every like Citizen Kane, David Fincher, Social Network,
I'm glad that you know all these
King
movies
Kong.
that start like that.
King Kong. They don't actually.
Which one?
The one with Jack Black. My my dad.
Your dad. Were you on that set?
No, actually, Jack Black wasn't the person you think he was. He was actually King Kong.
Huh. No, he's both. No, King Kong played Jack
Did
Black.
they split screen? They do the split screen effect?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Little known fact.
Little known fact that Jack Black was the ape,
Okay.
and he
keep
played
going.
King Kong.
The video.
Okay, we're gonna play it through a little bit.
Yeah.
So she's waking up in the morning. She's got to have my bowl. Got to have my cereal.
Instant cut. She's already dressed, ready to go for the day.
I mean, that's how you do it. You get into the action. You don't have to show them putting on the clothes. No, you just go right on. They do a cool transition where it's like the blanket like is like wiping the frame, and it goes into it, which is a classic way to. It's like a wipe, you know. But
Well,
they
it's
didn't.
just like the notepads at the beginning that were wiping away.
Whoa!
The transition was wiping in.
God damn, Patrice, you fucking bastard! I love you. So, another cool effect they use in this shot where she's talking is she's singing it, and they played it slow on this day, and then she's singing it at a slow pace, but everybody in the background's walking around, and then at the end they speed up the shot so it looks like everyone's bustling around her while she's standing there saying the words, which is like a perfect way to show like how the morning is so crazy with your family.
How a teenager's life is in their mind.
Oh wow, Patrice, you genius. Okay, so let's keep watching here. She goes to the bus stop.
It's a very, now that I saw it again, it is a very obviously fake
bus
sign.
stop. Yeah, it's a very fake bus stop. But like me,
that's just a regular post. Like that's not a post that would have like a metal post.
No, it's an electrical pole.
Yeah,
that they motion tracked.
Something that was the most expensive shot of the.
Yeah. No, there's some green screen shots.
That's true.
They use like some of the stuff that Mandalorian uses, the LED screens.
The Infinity walls.
Yeah, you've been on one of those.
Yeah, they're fun.
You were the star in.
Yeah. Coming soon to you, Seth Garrett's Sunday.
Saves the world. So she's at the bus stop. But okay, one thing that I feel like is like, I know that this music video is like perfect, but why is she at the bus stop? But like then her friends pick her up.
Because it's Friday.
The funniest thing is when you laughed, your phone went off,
vibrated,
and it laughed at the same exact time, so it sounded like you're like. Burr.
Well, I think that what it's actually saying in the music is that she's supposed to be getting on the bus, but instead
she's skipping school,
possibly because we don't ever see her actually go to school.
Rebecca, you're so bad,
so bad.
Oh my! Well, Patrice, because he wrote it. So we have a Corvette, and then this.
First of all, what type of kids have this type of car?
The ones that can afford Arc Music Factory to make them a perfect song.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Actually, these are all her actual friends, just to let you know.
They have to be.
Yeah.
Because, like, why cast anybody?
Why?
Because then it costs money. Like, you can get your friends to come, and then they'll just do it for free or for some pizza.
That's exactly what
that's what I do constantly with my short films, so I don't know why I'm talking it.
Yeah, when you said I'm looking at you like,
yeah,
what are you getting at?
Yeah, I just like was making fun of them for doing exactly what I do. I'll pay them eventually. In hugs.
Actually, speaking of which, we were talking. Me and Kaylin were talking today about you because we were talking about the podcast.
Sure.
And I know you don't know Kaylin very well, and Kaylin doesn't know you very well.
Yeah.
Right? But shout out Kaylin. She probably is not listening to this, but whatever. She said that she thinks that if any one of our friends got famous, it would be you.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I look like this.
That doesn't mean anything.
I wanted the awkward silence.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll cut that part.
No. If you want to keep the silence, we can.
No. No, we have to cut the silence so quick that it sounds like there was no silence. But now we're talking about the silence, so it's gonna be weird that we don't reference the silence. Anyway, so my favorite part about the kids in the
Spit it out, Junior.
the
fucking
the car.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word car. Is that the person that they pick to drive the car is obviously the youngest looking one. He looks like a 13-year-old. He kind of looks like Mitchell Musso. You remember?
Yeah.
Mitchell Musso. Which one?
Mitchell Musso and flannel.
Yeah, Mitchell. I mean, we love Mitchell Musso and flannel.
Yeah.
That's a classic Mitchell Musso look.
I think that he was the best part of Hannah Montana.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not go there. All right, so they're like, come on, let's get into the car.
Okay, it's weird though, because she is still like singing at her normal pace, but her friends are in slow-mo.
No, she's singing in slow-mo.
She is?
She is, yeah, like, look at it. Like, look at her hair, how it kind of flows.
Yeah, but her friends were like doing this, and it was very, like, doing a like wave of their hand.
Yeah.
And it was very slow.
Well, that's
too.
a classic
So it was
music
just all
video.
in slow motion.
No, I can't say for Patrice, but like I don't know what like their Canon Rebel T3i had on.
God damn
That's a
it.
very specific joke that only I think, only I and a few people will think is funny because this came out in the time that Canon Rebel T3i was very important. Anyway,
Top notch, honestly.
it was a top-notch camera.
It was prosumer too.
Yeah, and people had them, and it was cool. He probably shot this on a Canon 5D. Let's be real. Maybe a Mark II. But
Okay, there are going to be like 3 people that get what you're saying. And I'm one of them. So
anyway, so one thing that I like is that she's talking about in the music video that she's like asking like which seat should I take, and that's kind of like invocative. Is that the word?
provocative.
Provocative. Yeah, sure.
It's not even going to be anything like that.
It's kind of like nice because it's like kind of thinking about, you know, which seat should I take in life? Which place should I go to? Like, where should
I think it says something about each person's personality who's sitting in the car.
Yeah, because if you're introverted, you obviously sit
In the back left,
yeah.
I would say.
And if you're like wacky and cool, you sit in the trunk.
Yeah. Have you never sat in the trunk before?
No.
We've all been there.
Okay,
We've all been. I don't want to hear that.
Okay, no, I've never been in the trunk because nobody was like, oh, we should kidnap Colin, you know.
Remember when we used to kidnap Hunter?
Yeah.
Just showing up in his dorm and...
He now lives in Connecticut, I think.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Well, that's his hometown.
We need to buy a ticket, go to our friend and kidnap Hunter Grisseau. Should I say his whole name? Did I just dox him? He lives in Connecticut on 344 Livell Lane.
He's going to Snapchat us like, guys, there are people at my house right now.
They all want my autograph. This is the same man that's scared of werewolves.
We got to do that music video.
But he wants to be a nature photographer, which I find like an odd dichotomy. You know?
Does he really want to be a nature photographer?
That's what he told me. That's what he wants to do. And I'm like, well, you're scared of werewolves.
That's just a step down from Wolf, dude. Like, I don't think you understand what's going on here.
Yeah. I hope he listens.
Well,
to
maybe
this.
he wants to do nature as in, like, trees and flowers. And
No,
not-
he wants, like, animals.
He wants animals?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie. All right, let's keep watching this. Okay, so she's driving down, and
All the Justin Bieber haircuts are phenomenal.
It was 2011, so like the Mitchell Musso haircuts, which was essentially Bieber.
They're not. It's not the Bieber haircuts. The Mitchell Musso.
Mitchell Musso. It was. It's like how Hitler took the Hitler mustache, but it was Charlie Chaplin's first.
Yeah,
So, but it's this.
but Hitler's definitely more known.
like Bieber is.
Yeah.
So Mitchell Musso
No,
is
Mitchell
the
Musso
Chaplin.
is more known.
Oh yeah, so Mitchell Musso is the Hitler to Justin Bieber's Chaplin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Green
okay.
screen.
Yeah, so now they're on a green screen stage. Do you think they filmed this on the volume?
The volume.
The LED screens, or was that too early?
It was too early.
Okay. So
Like that stuff would have been used, but I mean, I don't know if they had the budget for it. Maybe.
they might have. So they're driving on a green screen. Now, obviously, because like how they're sitting.
They're driving on the green screen. Like the green screen's on the ground, and then
somebody's running. Somebody's in the background, like just so they can get.
They had $4,000 to make this music video, guys. Okay.
Honestly, $4,000 is pretty good.
Yeah, I would be happy with $4,000.
Now, like if it was Patrice by himself, essentially, I feel like he could do it. And like if he was like outsourcing all of the stuff to like the friends and family, like hold it, like you know how your photographer lets your boyfriend hold up the reflector.
The reflector, yeah.
Yeah, for like the senior photos. Did you do that as a boyfriend? Did you have a? Let me.
Let's rewind.
Let's unpack your.
My dating history.
Yeah.
What,
did you have any
okay.
girlfriend? Did you like? I actually don't even know. Did you have any dates?
Yeah, I was...
like a girlfriend. Not like. I know you were, a slut, but like, could you?
No, I had. Are you talking about like in high school in particular?
Yeah. Like, what was your first one? What was your first kiss?
My first kiss.
Was it on a Friday? So we keep it.
Actually, it might have been, honestly.
Probably.
No, my first one, because I don't really want to say names, because that's,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say names. But my first one, I was a sophomore, and she was a senior, I think. So I was dating.
Whoa.
Yeah, that one was interesting. And then from there,
because I didn't know what tongue meant.
What the fuck was I doing? I was a fucking sophomore.
Yeah.
Still fucking playing Pokemon on my Nintendo DS.
Wow. But you were playing Pokemon on your DS and the senior came up to you and you was like, I wanna.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was really approaching anyone at that time.
No.
You don't have confidence as a sophomore.
I don't think I approached anybody in my entire life. I have a girlfriend now. I don't think I approached even her.
You approached me.
Yeah, but like not in like in a friend.
Not in a sexual way?
Not in a sexual way. No, a romantic way.
Okay.
I don't come in with sexual. Okay.
You ease into it.
I ease into the sexual
because you
because
have like some really like R&B music start
yeah,
coming
yeah.
in, right? Oh yeah.
No, that's not a good one.
But no, okay. That was that, and then like my senior year, I was dating. I don't know. She was like a year younger than me, I think. But yeah, I dated in high school, I guess. I don't know how we ended up on there. She has a very big wake-up call coming for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the backlash to Friday, or a front lash because it was so good.
So before it was even out, everyone was like, this is the shit.
That's a front lash.
Yeah.
So, okay, they're on the green screen. Now, the only thing that I don't like about the green screen is you can see the halo of the green screen, but it still doesn't ruin the fact that it's a good music video,
Yeah.
It's 2011, green screens, and they were shooting in a lower codec, so...
my favorite thing about that is the ambiguous city that they were in. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell you what city that was.
Yeah, I couldn't either. It's probably LA, because I think this was done in LA.
Yeah, I think that she's from California, so like Southern California.
Yeah, SoCal, as all of us say it. Obviously.
In particular, the Valley.
Yeah, the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
I always think I say that wrong, and I feel like an idiot, but I'm not. Am I?
You're just overthinking it.
Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Okay. Okay, so one of my favorite things that 2011 brought was lens flares.
And we're about to see a ton of them.
A shit ton of lens flares. And they're all digitally added, most of them.
Yeah.
They're all added in later in post using a plugin, a very famous plugin called Optical Flares by Video Copilot. This week's episode sponsored by Video Copilot. Go get Action VFX. Or no, that's another company.
You fucked that up.
Yeah. Oh, and then we go back
to the notepad.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Take on Me, yeah.
Yeah, the Take on Me. It's just to remind you that this is a great music video.
But it's like flashing, it's shuddering at such a rate that like you could possibly get seizures watching this.
Yeah.
So if you have seizures, I don't think that they give a disclosure. Oh shit, your sister?
Yeah, Taylor. My sister has seizures. She doesn't have photosensitive seizures.
Anthony,
He has seizures?
what the guy that we did AVW with?
Epilepsy? I don't know if I have a sister with epilepsy, and I don't know if it's like non-PC to say seizures.
I don't think it is. Like that's what you have, right?
Yeah, you have seizures, but you have epilepsy.
It's either, then I think it's fine either way.
Yeah, I've only had to like deal with my sister's epilepsy by myself like twice, and like the first time I was like crying. I was like, "Oh my god, I wish everything went to." And then the next day we were home alone again, and she has another one, and I was like, "Just get on with it. Come on, you have to make every day about yourself." I love you, Taylor. So anyway,
So yeah, disclosure, there is a lot of flashing. What the fuck is going on there? It went from black and white into color, and so she's still like graded into what should be like the like black and white, but on a green screen now.
yeah, and
Very obvious.
and it has that harsh edge of the green screen.
I love it.
It's very good.
Also,
and then
purple and red?
kind of dope.
I would have went blue and red to make purple on the skin, but that's purple and red. Like, you agree with me, right?
No, I think that was a perfect choice for her character. Because her
Okay.
whole color scheme is purple, and red is partying. Like, you just don't get it.
You consider red to be a party color?
Yeah, red Solo Cup. I fill you up.
Toby Keith, let's have a party.
Let's have a party.
Cheers to that one. Come on, we got to clink.
I'm a director. Shout out to our other podcast for the inside jokes.
We have another podcast?
Another
episode.
Other
I was like,
episodes.
what
the last two episodes. Our other podcast.
I was like, we didn't discuss this one, dude.
Oh yeah, we're starting a new podcast. It starts right now.
3, 2, 1,
and
slate.
Welcome.
Okay, no. We got to get back onto this this video.
Okay, I was gonna do a whole bit about. Okay, never mind. No, I'm not gonna do the bit anymore. It's okay. I didn't have I didn't have an actual bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
sorry.
We'll just go on with let's go on with the concert.
Okay.
Concert?
People are. That's when people are also going to tune out. As soon as they hear ASMR. Oh.
It's okay. Joey will like it.
Our one cameraman.
Okay. So after the calendar part, and of course the lyrics are yesterday was Thursday, today it is Friday. We so excited. We're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have
A good day, right?
We're gonna have a party in the weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Patrice Wilson himself.
The man, the myth, the legend.
The director, writer, producer,
Everything.
probably catering.
Yeah.
Maybe
DIT.
even- Yeah, the DIT. And second AC, the second
What'd you
So Patrice Wilson is also on a green screen, presumably driving to that party. It's not really clear where he's driving to,
Which is creepy.
which is creepy
Straight up
because Patrice Wilson, if you don't know Patrice Wilson, he's a gentleman who he looks about 30, I would say.
But he's always looked 30.
Yeah, he's always looked 30, but he looks like he's actually 30.
Yeah.
And the girls look 13.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping he's driving to like a strip club or another party because it's Friday. But like,
That's what you do on Friday. Every Friday we go to the strip club.
yeah,
right?
that's our second podcast.
Strip club Fridays.
It's-
we just interview strippers.
Strip Club Friday. Chicken Strip Club Fridays, where we eat chicken strips at the strip club.
And we rate the chicken strips and the stripper.
and the stripper. It's called Strip for Strip.
Do we at least have sauces?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. That grossed me out. Okay. and
What?
then- okay, so
Okay.
I was gonna say anyway. I was gonna say something even more gross, but I'm glad I didn't.
You caught yourself.
I caught myself. I forgot we were in a podcast. Okay, so Patrice Wilson's doing his rap verse. He's like, I'm chilling on the west side, on the east side, on the west coast, something like that. We got even more lens flares that seemingly don't even have a purpose.
There's a person in that car.
Yeah,
Like, that's not Patrice, right?
okay.
Look at that right there in the back seat.
Yeah, there is a face. Okay, so if I'll put
it's
it
the
on
left back seat. It's the one person we were talking about.
the man door hand hook car door.
What?
Man door hand hook car door.
Yeah.
It's
No.
that guy. No.
No, remember at the beginning we were talking about what each place in a car signifies?
Oh yeah. Well, that wasn't recorded.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Fuck. Well, that's an inside joke.
Yeah, that's an inside. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. If you go to 2:45 on the YouTube and timestamp for the listeners, but for the video people, they can just see a picture right here.
Okay.
And you can see that there's like clearly a face in the background of the video.
There's something.
It looks like a ghost or like something. It looks like...
But it could be it could be another lens flare that just wasn't rendered or like edited out properly.
I guess it could be a building, but there's definitely a nose.
It's inside the car, whatever it is.
It could be outside the window. Wait,
Yeah.
I can't tell. Anyway, it's just creepy.
Yeah.
It might have been a green screen
It takes
error.
away from Patrice.
It also could be one of the people who are like waving the lights to make it seem like, or like moving the car to make it seem like it's moving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally they're like right under beside the car, but
Yeah, but this is a lo-fi. This only costs $4,000. You know, it's not one of your big film set that you work on.
I've never worked on a film. Just to let you know,
It's not one of those big films that you've been working on. Okay. Okay, so let's go on.
There are still lens flares there.
Yeah, there's lens flares in every single scene. It was almost like a way back in the day to spice up your video, you know?
Yeah.
Just to because if it was boring, just pop a lens flare.
So, in this part of the video, though, now it's went from just purple and red. Now green is added into the mix.
Yeah.
And it's lens flared as well.
Yeah. Well, okay, but now, okay, for context for the listeners, she's singing at the party with trees behind her, so it's presumably like a house party.
Yeah.
And there's lights, colored lights behind her, and people dancing to her, and she's just on a stage, and people are like going, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Listening to her.
The colored lights, though, are in order. It's red, and then purple in the middle, and then green.
But these lens flares are real. You can tell that they're real. They're optically made, not optical lit.
Yeah, from the lights that are directly behind her.
Yeah, like the Ari kit that they rented.
Yeah. Which is nice. It's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, because like when you have so much fake, but like the party is real, like going to it's fake. It's almost like they're saying something with that. It's almost.
Well, the real moment you're trying to live in is the party. Going to it isn't the cool part. It's once you're there.
Exactly. Like going to the party.
The middle school party.
Yeah. How many middle school parties did you go to?
We didn't have middle school parties, I guess. It was more like...
Did you go to the bowling alley?
That's exactly what I was going to say. We would go midnight bowling after like our like 7th grade dance that you would have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you would go there and you would go till 2 a.m. and you thought you were the shit. You thought you were out till 2 a.m. and you were a badass. Like, you are 13 years old. Nothing can stop you in this world. You're bowling down pins left and right until 2 a.m. And you are the shit. Shout out to everyone I went bowling with, too. Fun fact about me, I don't know if it's still there anymore, but I hold the record for 5-year-olds in bowling in my hometown.
No 5-year-old has beat you?
I don't think.
After all these years of 5-year-olds, not one has beaten you?
Yeah, but I was 15 when I got it. So.
Fuck those 5-year-olds.
No, seriously, it's like 171.
Wow.
And we won the championship because I was on a league team at 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was 7. Who knows?
Yeah.
There were bumpers, but I remember one of the kids'
There were bumpers, though.
Yeah. And I had a handicap, I think. No handicap.
Okay.
That's like a point system for like bowling. But the thing is that one of the dads on our team promised that if we won the championship that we would go to Disney World. So
you were like, I'm going to go to Disney.
Dude. We practiced our
Wow.
asses off and we got it.
Oh.
We won we won the whole league.
So did you go to Disney World?
Nope. Kings Island.
Okay, this is what Okay, this is what I think happened. This is what he wanted to happen. He wanted to put a little something something in your juice boxes and like go, we're going to Disney World, and like he just puts a little bit, I don't know, like a little CC or something, a little CC or something, and you drink it and then you knock out, you get cold, and then he's like, we're here, and you're like, this is Kings Island. He's like, no, this is Disney World.
He has like some random guy hired dressed up as like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, and he's like, hello, I'm Mickey Mouse.
Why was he Slovakian there?
Because I feel like that's the older people he could hire to be Mick Mouse. Because it would be it'd been a copyright if they said Mickey Mouse. Honestly, we can't even say Mickey Mouse right now.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
I was drinking when you asked that question. I don't know, copyrights.
Fuck it.
Oh wow. Woo.
We got a badass over here. Okay, we are basically through this video. There's nothing else that happens.
There's nothing
right?
else. No, it's just like she like sings.
Yeah.
Let's finish it.
Yeah, she's singing in front of her 10 friends.
Oh yeah, I think that it ends with just them all cheering.
Yeah, and I think it fades out.
That's it.
Wow. Back to the fade outs.
Wow.
When you don't know how to end a music video,
You fade it out.
or the song too.
So do you think they even watched Video Killed the Radio Star?
I think that they were very highly inspired by Video Killed the Radio Star.
I mean, it feels like it because it's like a music video, so it's like I feel like they were inspired by it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It has that correlation at least.
So I know we've been putting on some airs here. We're saying it's the best.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But let's go into the controversy of Friday. Because Friday, if you weren't a child in the year 2011 or anything, this thing was huge. This thing was, in one day, it got so popular. Like, 4 days, like, there was already parody videos on the homepage.
Well, the thing is the original video was taken down because
course.
of the like lawsuit thing that was happening between Patrice, or the music company,
Arc Music Factory,
and Rebecca Black's family and like estate or whatever. And then so it was taken down, and then Rebecca Black got to put it back up onto her own YouTube channel. And even with that taken down, like that, there was like 4 months of time of viewership. By that time, it had already blown up.
Mm-hmm.
It had at least started to blow up.
Yeah.
They still have like one of the most viewed YouTube videos of all time.
Wow.
I don't know exactly the number that it's at right now, but
Arc Music Factory's videos?
No. Rebecca Black's Friday is one of the most viewed of all time.
Are you sure? Because it's only 162 million on this channel, or is it combined with Arc Music Factory?
It's combined, not just on YouTube, I guess, but on like Facebook and other media platforms as well.
I mean, it makes sense because it's one of the. It's a what is it called? When something's like it's quintessential to our
when
generation.
we were our generation. Everyone knows Rebecca Black Friday.
Yeah, it was the height of like meme culture and cringe humor. At the height, or maybe the beginning.
I would say it was definitely during the rising. This part exploded meme culture, and we were getting big on YouTube.
We were getting rid of Me Gusta and like the Yes Kid. Yeah, and we're starting to
like
go
Pepe
into
the
that.
Frog or whatever it was.
Yeah, like we're trying to get out of that very early meme culture where it wasn't very funny.
It was people thinking that it was funny, and then not getting any type of reaction out of it.
Yeah.
But this got reactions out of people.
Exactly. And then it kind of changed everything. And I'm going to say this, and it's very controversial. I think Rebecca Black got way too much hate at the time.
So much.
And she's a 13 or 14 at this time. I don't remember.
She was young.
Yeah, she was young. And she didn't write the song. She didn't
She
direct
just came
the
into the
music
studio
video.
one day. It was literally, I'm going to come in and sing this song.
Well, the original song that they pitched to her was about being a superhero. And
on Friday.
No. Like a superhero. And they pitched this idea to her, and she was like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. And then so they said, oh, how about Friday? And so she picked it. And maybe because, maybe the other songs weren't that good.
I mean, I'm not shocked because when you hear Friday, it just blows you out of this world.
Yeah.
Like, you're on a rocket ship straight to Mars.
Yeah, you know, like if you've listened to Daft Punk's Random Access Memory,
The whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
at the very end is Contact.
Oh.
You know, when you listen to that and you're like, oh, you know, you're like, oh,
Yep.
you know, you just your whole body shakes and you're like, you know, like that's how Rebecca Black Friday feels.
Yeah.
They got too much hate. People didn't like it.
Not they, she.
She got hate.
got too much
Yeah,
hate.
because they thought she made it, and of course,
I mean, she's the face of it.
Yeah. But like people, and of course, there's something to hate about like a rich girl, you know, their parents paying for a music
would we
video to be
say
made.
that she's rich? Do we know that she was rich? Probably better off than we were.
Yeah, well, if their parents can pay a $4,000 music video for her birthday.
I don't know about that though. Is it for her birthday, or is that like an
It was for
underlying
her
thing
birthday.
with the parents of like, if we do this, she might actually take off and she'll make us money.
Yeah, maybe. Like maybe she was
We
like,
don't know that. Of course.
you can put the money back, you know, invest in your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from Wikipedia and things that I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
It was Rebecca Black's birthday gift because because Arc Music Factory did this a lot with other kids. Like
Yeah.
a kid got, you know, like they paid $4,000 and they got a song and a music video. And there was like a few people who did it, and somebody in her school got one. And then she saw that and she was like, Mom, I want to do that. And so her mom, for her birthday, bought it for her.
Oh.
And that's how Rebecca Black Friday came to be.
And it changed the world forever.
Her mom, meaning my mom, because she's my sister.
Yeah. Why do you keep talking about it like you weren't there?
I know, it was weird. Well, I was there, but like, you know, they put me in the basement a lot.
You weren't the favorite child. That's
No,
for sure.
yeah, they didn't really like me.
Back to the music video. She got a ton of hate for it.
Yeah.
Because she's the face of it, of course.
Yeah.
This ended up having, I believe, something like 1 to 3 million dislikes on it, which is
Oh my god.
so many.
Yeah, this was
Dislikes.
when YouTube showed dislikes.
This is one of the main reasons, probably, why dislikes are not shown anymore.
Wasn't it Amy Schumer or something?
I'm saying
No,
it's-
that was for sorry, that was
this
a
was a
different thing.
lead up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like because
Because the dislikes going away wasn't until like 2018.
yeah, it was fair. 2018.
I think so. Yeah.
It feels like it was like last week or something.
Well, I mean, we've been through COVID, and
Oh yeah, those years didn't matter, didn't it?
it's all a blur, honestly.
That's a reference to the last one we did. We talked.
Woo! Little did we know, at the time at least, she was being bullied so much that she left school twice.
Really?
Yeah, people at her school were bullying her because of this.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
She had to leave school to a different school?
No, I think that she like dropped out. I'm not sure exactly which one she did, but it happened. She left school
And then she
and
went
then she came back
and
and
then
left
she
school again. And then
she go to a
finally-
different school?
I don't know if it's a different school or what was going on, but she eventually did, graduate and like
Okay.
did her thing.
That just sucks. Like, especially when I know it's one of those weird things where it's like, I don't know if you know about this. You probably don't because you just got TikTok, but there's a guy named Jake Novak on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he did this TikTok where he made a video of himself like going, I want to be the next SNL cast member. So here's why I should be a contender. Hi, Lorne Michaels. I'm Jake Novak. And I know that you're feeling the heat because your roster lost Kate, Kyle, Katie, and Pete. And you got an open seat. And I feel like I ought to be feeling it. So when it comes to comedy songs, I kind of been killing it because weekly music videos are my jam, bro. I'm a rapping, rhyming, hammy nerd like Lin-Manuel Miranda mixed with Sammy Berg. So haven't you heard? I'm a rapper too. I'm an actor too. Damn it, I messed up. And here's okay, anyway, that's that.
I can't believe you knew the whole thing.
I listen to it so much because he fascinates me. But Jake Novak is a similar guy where he made this. It's cringy. It's like really well made. Weirdly, like he edited it really well. It's almost like Rebecca Black's Friday, where it like looks really good. You can tell like he put a lot of effort into it, and But he like really tried, and like it's just cringy, and he's not very funny, and he's asking to be on SNL, and
Yeah.
so like obviously people were mean to him, and then people got way too mean to him,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, but he didn't do anything that bad. Like he
Well-
just made a piece of media that's cringy.
And with that, I want to say in this episode, that whole time when we were like discussing the music video and like watching it and like talking about it, we weren't at all dissing Rebecca herself.
No, we were pretty much entirely making fun of Patrice.
Trace, yeah. I just want to make that clear because
We're not making fun of a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
We're making fun of an adult who's exploiting a 13-year-old.
because there is a difference.
There's an obvious difference, and at that age, the age difference. Okay, so I think when I was a kid, I can actually see if I commented on YouTube. I didn't. Okay, so I didn't do any comedy. I didn't say anything mean back in the day about Rebecca Black, but I'm sure I disliked the video.
Yeah.
I'm sure that I made fun of things. I know, but I was a kid, and like I saw everybody else making fun of this girl, and I'm like, oh, it's the cool thing to do. But of course, I never bullied her. I never said like, you know, like, because she got like death threats and shit. Like she got people going like, kill yourself, you know, and it's like, you know, that was not like, she made something cringy. She doesn't need to be murdered for it.
I agree. I think I was in the same boat as you. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I remember specifically, like, anytime I'd hear it, I would literally, like, ugh. I would do one of those.
Yeah.
But I don't think I don't comment. I've never commented on a YouTube video, ever.
What?
I don't,
Not even once?
no one cares about my opinion.
But what if you were like, good job? That opinion matters to that person.
That opinion?
That opinion. It's a poignant opinion.
I've never been one to, like, comment on things like that. It doesn't matter if it's YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Sometimes you'll catch me in a good mood, and I will say something like "good job" or whatever. But I never commented on anything like that. But the thing I do is go and like read.
You think you what?
The thing that I do is I do go and read the comments a lot. I love going there and seeing what other people say and think. And I remember seeing it, and even back then, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of harsh."
Yeah, it was mean. It was dark. Like, the internet is full of people who are just fucking mean for no reason. I started this TikTok where I talk about filmmaking stuff, and like and a lot of people
Say you're at
Chased by a Hawk. Follow me. I'm sure everyone listening already does. But the thing is about it, like, there's like a lot of nice comments, I will say, but of course our brains aren't wired like that when we see one bad comment, and they're always just people where it's like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. This looks like I did like a VFX shot, and it was like, oh, this VFX looks so bad, you should work for Marvel. And I was like, why even put that? Like,
why wouldn't you want to work for Marvel though?
Well, like, that's the joke, that Marvel has bad visual effects, which they don't. It's just that She-Hulk doesn't look good, which is a TV show, and so everyone's just, people don't know dick about visual effects, but then they act like they know everything. It pisses me the fuck off.
When people are getting butthurt about a show that they're still watching. That's what I'm like. If you don't like it, just stop.
Just stop watching. It's like, oh, I hate She-Hulk. I can't believe she twerked with Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, it's not made for you then.
It's fucking hilarious either way.
Yeah, like,
Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's cool.
Yeah.
Move on with your life.
it's just
You have better things to worry about, or at least you should.
you know, there's just things that are made for, like, that shit's made for other people. Like, Marvel shit's, it's
Not everything has to be for one demographic.
exactly
From the same MCU, the same universe, or whatever.
Or it's like the Star Wars people, when like there's a black person as like the main villain, they're like, oh, Star Wars is so PC nowadays. It's like, because black people exist? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
They just hired.
So it's fine for aliens, but
Yeah,
when a person of color exists.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of fucking like weird creatures. Like, oh, I guess they're.
That's normal. But
yeah.
obviously it's absolutely ridiculous that that's how it is. And by the way, like,
It's a minority of people.
Yeah, but the minority is always the loudest.
Yeah, because the internet has given them all access to, because you can hide behind a wall and then you can say whatever the fuck you want, and you can say the deepest, darkest shit you have in your brain. But like, there's still just this thing where it's like, you gotta be fucking respectful of people.
It's
just
a
annoying.
double-edged sword, because while those people have that opportunity to say stuff, so many people have so many opportunities to say everything. Just like there's so much bad, there's so much good that can be said about it as well. And I've seen, the way I like to look at things when it comes to like those type of comments, instead of the negative ones, I really like finding the positive ones.
Yeah.
I like trying to, I'm a glass half full type of person.
That's what the comment section was for, I think.
That's what it was originally intended for, but now
it's full of people who just want to make jokes, I guess.
And when people always say any publicity is good publicity, but sometimes it's just like...
But like Rebecca Black, I'm sure, was depressed after reading all those comments and getting bullied.
Well, yeah.
I would be.
Anyone would be.
Like when I was a kid making videos on YouTube, even when I got like a video that got 1,000 views and people would call me like fat and stuff like that, I would love to...
I was one of those people, just like... I said I didn't comment, I'm sorry, actually.
But like, you'd look through the comments and like, it would hurt, even though they're fake people that don't exist.
I think that's the reason why I didn't comment on stuff. And really before this podcast, I didn't like posting videos of like, because I like to think I was a creative person.
Yeah.
Even like with music or like whatever it was. But like, I always was terrified of that backlash. So like, why post even a comment is the way that I looked at it.
Yeah, because you don't want anybody to even...
to disagree.
Yeah.
Because I, for a very long time, was a people pleaser. And I just wanted to be looked at as the nice, good, like wholehearted person.
Yeah.
Now I could give two shits less. You're going to look at me how I am looked at. I'm going to speak my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit if you don't agree with that opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be proud of things that are not good. Like, I don't know, like, because it's like,
I mean, I
all
have a
art
ton of things that we made 3 years ago that I don't think is necessarily good.
No, like, the short films that we started with, like, that we worked on, what was the first thing we worked on? Well, we won't say it out loud.
No, yeah.
But, like, the first, I know the first thing we worked on. The one where I'm shirtless on a beach.
Those are the days.
Those were the days. I remember, that was a hot day. And remember the guy, Ryan, he got a lip like somebody, like a bee stung his lip.
Someone stuck, a bee stung his lip.
And then he ballooned out.
It was literally ballooned out. And like, we were all really worried because we were like, dude, like, do you need to go to the hospital? And then he just starts doing push-ups to prove that like he was fine. And you know what? I respected it. I was like, yeah, he doesn't need to go to the hospital. He can do 25 push-ups easily right now.
Oh, you're bleeding out right now. You're bleeding out right now. What should you do? Do some push-ups.
Shout out Ryan Cranack, man. If you're listening to this.
Which he probably isn't.
Still.
If he does, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Hi, Ryan. So how do we...
So we were doing then, so now it's now. And
yes.
we kind of talked about the now.
Yeah.
We talked about how now we see that it wasn't ever her fault. It was this Patrice guy. We don't really...
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, yeah.
Mr. Wilson, MD.
He was obviously just exploiting to try to make a quick buck, and hopefully, and I mean hopefully, that turned into something. And it did.
And then that turned into other videos where he wanted to make like cringe things for these kids and like make bad art. So people would react to it, and so he would get a bunch. Like he made...
It's back to the good publicity. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, he made Chinese food.
The song?
Yeah, it was Chinese food. I forget how it went, but it's extremely
He's
racist.
like in a panda suit.
Yeah, and they're like going like, I love Chinese food.
And I don't think there's an act... Like, they might have a couple of Asian people in it.
I bet there might be, but if I remember...
The lead singer is like a 13-year-old blonde girl.
Yeah, white. Most likely white.
And that is a form of racism, even though they're saying quote-unquote positive things about it.
But yeah, it's just because they don't know it's racist. If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
because
it's like being colorblind. Like we don't say I don't see color anymore, because that's not... Like, that was something that was said in the 80s a lot.
Yeah, which is just, it's bullshit, because everybody should respect everyone's cultures.
Yeah, no, it's like I do see color, I do see you, and I respect that. That's what it should be.
Yeah, that is.
It's not, oh, I don't see me for being white or Asian or whatever. I see you as a human. No, it's like,
Yeah.
yes, we are human and we are different, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a different shade of melanin. It doesn't fucking matter.
And that goes, well, not the melanin part, but like the whole thing goes with this video. I think Rebecca Black should be like proud of what she did.
As a kid, she was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, she might be a little bit nasally, but like, have you heard her new stuff?
I've heard a few things. I was listening to it a couple days ago. So it was like, has she made anything? And then I
Yeah,
looked
she
it up.
released a song as of this recording like a week ago. Yeah, like a music video.
And it's like kind of hard rockish.
It's hard rockish, and like her voice is really good. It's not anything I would listen to. Like the writing's not great, but like it's still like bounds beyond, and it's hers. You know, it's hers.
Yeah.
It's not Patrice's. Like, but at least it sounds like a good song, and you could tell she's having a fun time singing and stuff like that. And she goes on tour and stuff, and she sings Friday. She now has owned it, but like for a while, I think she was having a hard time with it.
I mean, I think anyone in her position would have a hard time, and I think that she handled it amazingly.
Yeah. There's not a lot of people who can like who's gone through that. Pretty much nobody.
I mean, I
extent-
literally just said like I don't care to comment on things because I'm afraid that like I say something that like someone might not like. It's not that much anymore. Like I don't think that way anymore, but like I was so worried about that, and a lot of people are worried about things like that.
Yeah.
But she was able to take something and make it her own.
Yeah.
And it's still hers to this day. Like, it's not something that's like she's tried to really hide or anything like that. Like, she has owned it and made it better for herself.
Yeah. So now that we've talked all through the music video, talked about some fun facts, we talked about we did not introduce ourselves like we did. We're not good at that, and we didn't even introduce the podcast.
Well, that's fine.
We didn't do it.
Uh,
Welcome to podcast Kill the Video Star.
We're gonna have to. Okay, we're gonna actually have to probably edit that back.
No. We'll just put it here, but because just in case somebody forgets, like what they're listening to, and we just reminded them.
Yeah,
That's good.
podcast killed
The radio star.
the video star.
Fuck. Okay, so let's go into ratings.
Okay, ratings.
I went last time, so I want you to go first. So for the song, just the song, not the music video, what would you rate it out of 5 stars?
So are we saying like genuine, or are we doing like a then versus now type of thing, or am I doing overall
overall,
genuinely how I feel about it?
Genuinely, I like not our bit, not the bit we've been doing this whole thing.
Okay.
I know we love bits as humans.
Yeah.
But we need to not be a bit. We need to be a drill bit.
Okay.
I thought that was gonna sound way cooler than it was.
It took me a minute. I would say we're talking about the music, right?
The music first.
The music first. Lyrics just aren't there. She was 13 at the time, so the voice isn't really developed. You know what I mean? Unless you've been taking
son of a
years
bitch.
and years and years of training.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. I just want to be. I wanted to be like be
Yeah.
genuine, and then be just like, just
How fucking dare you? No, I mean genuinely, like even in stuff you hear now, it's bounds and bounds better than
Yeah.
what was in. The production of it was straight 2010s vibes.
Yeah. You know,
And-
party rockers in the house
Yeah.
tonight.
There was so much in there that I mean it was in 2011, so it was at the beginning of the 2010s too.
Yeah.
Um,
People tattooing mustaches on their fingers.
yeah, in like the glasses that you would wear, the sunglasses that you would wear with the like it was spokes like in it so you couldn't actually see out of them. You would get
What?
them on your 8th grade trip to Washington D.C.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. I remember people taking Real D 3D glasses and popping.
Those two. It was
li-
two things. It was those two
Yeah.
glasses, and it was also snapbacks.
And flannel. Flannel was in.
Yeah. Well, we're also from Ohio, so maybe we don't know. Everyone wore flannel. You know what I mean?
No. It was
in.
like there was
He
a
was
kid
in the
playing.
video.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was in the video.
Mitchell Musso was wearing
Yeah.
flannel.
Okay. I would say
Genuine.
genuine.
Out of 1 out of 5. And you can't rate it a 0.
I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
You
A
son of a
strong
bitch.
1.5.
A strong 1.5. Okay.
Yeah, like it's there.
As an audio person,
Well, fuck.
as somebody who's produced music,
Kind of, yeah.
you know you have.
Yeah, I have.
Uh,
Okay, production wise,
Yeah.
engineering wise, it's shit. Like that's when you said I can't go. I can't rate 0. It's a fucking 0.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go a half.
Okay. Wow. You brought it down. It was a
I'll
strong
go as
1.5.
as close to a 0 as I can get. I
Okay.
guess.
For me, okay, I'm gonna rate the song now. I've made some songs in my day. Colin Black on Spotify. And I'm not very good at it, so I'm gonna rate it a 5 out of.
You son of a bitch.
So music wise, the lyrics are repetitive. There's a part where she goes, she's like, should I sit in the front seat or in the back seat? Which seat should I take? And it literally makes no sense. And the lyrics are repetitive. Of course, Rebecca didn't write them. The music, she was 13. She was a little bit nasally. She's fixed it now, but obviously she's fucking 13. Like, you can't really make fun of a 13-year-old for singing, anything. My sister was 13 once, and she sang at Ross County Idol, and she won. She sang that song from Hairspray, the one where it's like, I know where I'm going.
That's a
It was-
song.
She went hard. She hit those notes.
Whoa.
She was 13, I think.
It's
too.
also in a really weird time signature. I think it's in like 5/8
It's
or
impressive.
like switches.
Yeah, it's impressive that she did that. And she won it. And I was in the Ross County Idol as well. Not that year, but a few years later. And I didn't win. I did get to the final round, though, but I didn't win.
I mean, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, but she's the doctor and I'm the podcaster, so we'll see.
We'll see who ends up on top.
So rating-wise, I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. It's not a half. It's a 1 because I'm giving that half star for all the trauma. It's a half star.
That's
really.
why I went 1.5. I was like, for Rebecca Black, it's 1.5. But then you brought up the engineering, producing, and everything that Patrice did, and that's why I was like, okay, it's as low as it can possibly be.
If it was just Patrice singing that song, it's a half. But because Rebecca Black in it, it's 1.
Okay, then I'm gonna go up to 1.5.
Okay, so 1.5 to 1, making the song a grand total of 2.5, which is our lowest score
So far.
There could be a worse one. I actually
Pretty sure we will have a worse one.
I found somebody on YouTube, on TikTok the other day with little to no subscribers, but his songs are really bad, but his music videos are insane. So we'll talk about that. We'll bring it up.
Okay.
Or we'll never bring it up, and this will be a funny part.
What happened to that?
What happened to that one thing that that Seth said? And it's like Colin said it actually. And I was like, I don't know. I can't really tell which one. They never introduced themselves.
Okay.
Okay, so now the music video, what everybody's been waiting for. So in terms of production, in terms of acting, in terms of visuals and directing, what do you give it? Should I go first or you?
You go first on this one because that's more your realm.
Okay. So in terms of visual effects and music video, it falls under the 2010 terrible music video vibe. In 2010, everyone got a Canon Rebel T3i and went fucking crazy.
Okay, with that, 2010, I think for music videos in general, that era, give or take 2 or 3 years on either side, it's generally known. You look back on it, it's a really, really, really bad time for music.
It is so bad because it's the early time of YouTube and the early time for prosumer video editing and
Anyone
video.
can do it type of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So they're not hiring big crews anymore. And so people are just shooting cameras with these DSLRs that shoot in 720p and it comes out looking like dog shit. But and everything looks the same because it was all shot on the same camera.
Yeah. Speaking of which, on the other side of that, this was also before Spotify or any type of streaming service like that. Before it was huge.
Wow.
So, and it was before even YouTube views were looked at as like a selling mechanism, and like when you're like talking
Revenue.
about like platinum.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go gold, silver, platinum, whatever it is.
Yeah.
This was iTunes was where you got your units for that.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't any Spotify or YouTube yet. And
That's crazy to think of a time before Spotify.
I think it was literally 3 months later they passed a law saying that like these things are going to like
What?
add to like the platinum and silver and stuff like that.
Wow.
So literally if it would have been 3 months later, she would have been #1 Billboard.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Because it took off.
Wow.
And then she would have been making even more money because of that.
What terrible timing, Patrice.
Literally.
Couldn't you not took 3 months on it?
You should know your music law, man.
You should have predicted the future, Patrice. Yeah. So, okay. So, what I'm going to rate the music video. So, it's weird because there's like mixed in with terrible green screen elements, and like where there's a scene where she's just singing in a black void with lens flares over top of her from optical flares. You can tell that somebody just got Video Copilot. VideoCopilot.net. Download their products for money. We're honestly, Andrew Kramer, hit us up. Do you think Andrew Kramer, the creator of Video Copilots?
I don't know who the fuck he is.
He's the guy who taught me After Effects
Oh,
on the internet.
yeah.
He
that's
didn't
cool.
he didn't teach me physically, but like through the
Yeah.
internet. After Effects, which is a software to create visual effects.
Yeah.
He was the main guy
Yeah.
for it. Okay, so in terms of like, there's some shots that are good, some shots that are bad. So I'm going to give it, production wise, a 2, because it's not the worst thing ever. Like it's competently shot. You know, it's a 2010 music video.
Yeah, there's nothing out of focus.
Yeah, like it looks good. Like the green screen's bad, but that's just because of the equipment they're using
In the time.
in the time. Yeah, it's just the green screens and like old DSLR cameras just didn't mix well.
No, but
You
at
know.
the time that was groundbreaking shit.
Well, not that one, but
No, I'm saying in general the technology.
yeah, the technology was groundbreaking. You know, you got to break the ground before you can explode the mountain.
Yeah,
Is that a
volcano, I would think.
yeah? Before you can
Yeah,
explode.
volcano's better.
Yeah, before you can quake the earth.
It's deep.
I know.
That's
I
real
just-
deep.
So I'm rating it a 2. So what are you gonna give it?
I think I agree. Like production wise, whatever. I've seen worse for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen worse. I wasn't as mad at the video as I was at the music. But when you combine them, that's where you're like, whoa. That's where the meme comes from. I think
Yeah.
that if you listen to the music itself, you're like, okay, this is obviously 13-year-old girl just making music.
Mm-hmm.
But you watch the music video by itself, like let's say you can't hear the music,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, okay, that's a video. It's nothing special. But then you put them together and you have an iconic video that I don't think we'll ever forget.
No.
So for video wise, I would also say 2.
Okay, so it's a 4,
Yeah.
which is still our lowest music video rating, but we've only rated 2 and they're classics.
Yeah.
So so 4, I know for a fact we're going to get lower than 4. But so it's a 4.
Oh yeah.
So it's a 4, and then what was the other one? 2,
There's 1.5 and 1. So 3.5.
3.5. No, it'd be 2.5.
2.5, yeah.
That's why you're in film.
Literally, I still to this day pick up a calculator just to do basic math. Because
Yeah.
I'm just like, I know this won't be
Were
wrong.
you good at math as a kid or no?
I don't think I would say I was adequate. I could get the job done.
That's what that's what you say. That's what you say. That's what you say to your girlfriend.
Okay.
All right. I think this was probably one of my favorite episodes we've done so far.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We kind of just shit on Patrice the whole time. I wasn't expecting us to go that deep into this man.
Yeah, but I didn't even know his name this morning.
No.
And
by the end of the day, I'm like, this motherfucker.
He is my arch nemesis now. Okay, so if you want to email us for a music video recommendation, please email us at pktvspodcast@gmail.com. That is
PKTVS podcast
yes
@gmail.com.
Did I say podcasts?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Okay,
Joey,
let's redo that.
Redo the tape. Redo the tape. Please email us at pktvspodcast@gmail.com. Correct.
Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find our ads are actually all the same as PKTVS podcast. So we're really easy to find.
Yeah, and on Instagram, I am at Colin Black.
And I am at Seth_Jacob. If you want to follow our personal accounts.
Yeah, if you want to. You don't have to.
All right, I think we're going to end the video there.
We
right?
have not mentioned that there's been a tiny skeleton listening into this whole thing.
That's Gerald.
I thought that was Patrice.
That's his career.
Yeah.